Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, number 2 overall pick going back to 2016, the veteran Carson Wentz.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out left, taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll put Addison in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Throwing is Wentz. He'll buy time left. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the
4th and short. Initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now Wentz into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He's going to have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards. 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation? The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, Wentz. Now, screen set up for Mason.
They seemingly did everything right defensively outside of the overall execution. They forced the quarterback to throw a contested ball in the middle of the field. They were able to get a hand on it, but it was all for naught. The pass still ends up in the arms of the intended target and leads to a nice gain.
Wentz. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the defense can't love the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And the Vikings are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
This has been a really good drive so far. What I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Mason. Push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. This is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Here's Wentz. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Steelers nothing.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own
Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back is Wentz. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. To throw, here's Wentz. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And that is incomplete.
When that's what you call a wasted series, they come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Start this on the ground with Warren. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So after one, it's the Vikings with the edge. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it. Second down and 2. From the gun, Rodgers is going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Third downs, Mike,
line.
those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. A run out of the gun with Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain. And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun is Rodgers. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And And he will take this one across into the end zone. And it's Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good, and the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays where you either have to just eat it or you got to make a better decision on where you throw that ball, because you continue to throw the ball into these crowds, especially under pressure, you're going to turn the ball over, balls are going to get tipped up in the air, and bad things are going to happen. So, fortunately for him, it winds up incomplete, but I would expect better decision-making as the game goes on.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. He'll find his big target. Pat Fryer. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Fryer moving. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back to Dublin after this. On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Corliss Waitman now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On the ground is Mason. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game. Offense. Still 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And a nice run of close to the 1st down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to let one fly. But he's missing.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Steelers' offense going to take over just before the half. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now Rodgers. That's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll get back to Jalen Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. Taken it by Connor Hayward. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run the draw with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 9. Rodgers. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, everyone's going to focus on the play downfield. This touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Vikings 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Now Wentz. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll give himself up here. But it's a gain of 5 on first down.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Oliver. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
Remember this one thing, though. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That is Wentz. A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up third down.
Brings up third and 8.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. In motion, it's Jefferson. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 25-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Start the drive, and he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 14.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He finds his man. It's Skoranek. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down.
Once the quarterback sensed that pressure was coming, I think his time clock started going off, and he said, I'm not going to have enough time to let the original play develop. So what does he do? He tries to settle by throwing the ball quicker, get it underneath the sticks, and rely for run after catch, and he's going to get stopped short of first down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. In motion, it's Jefferson. To throw, here's Wentz. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Wentz. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Give them 14 on that play, one first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Once again, it's one. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. Throw on the run is complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
It's a gain of 14.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
First down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Switch.
Rodgers to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Over the middle, Metcalf has it. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
And the Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, Ingram. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wally. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. His kick is good. He got it. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now Carson Wentz and the offense down on the scoreboard. 1:12 to go. They need a touchdown and an extra point to tie it. As they come up with 1st and 10. Quick toss into the hands of Addison. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Open man. Downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And another 1st down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Wentz. Open is the tight end Oliver. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
6-yard line.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The party just getting started. No place better to do that as we say so long from Dublin.